Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. What a different time for me to be jumping on live. You know what? I was sitting here and I thought I want to do a bit of crafting. Maybe I should just jump on live and craft with people. So whoever wants to join me, jump on, have a good time, and let's craft together. So I've actually worked out I could never actually stream live on Facebook at this time of the night through my Zoom app because it just wouldn't connect to Facebook. But I finally figured out how to do it today. So welcome everybody. Please jump on, say hello, let me know you're watching. Please don't be scared to comment. Please say hello to me. I love it when people say hello. So jump on and we can have a good time. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Kathy, Liz. Who else we got? Cheryl, Joanne, Megan, Ruth, Mel, Wendy, Sharon, Satomi. Hey, Satomi. How are you? Okay, Robin, welcome everyone. So I have nothing really planned. You know me. That's what I do. You're not at work this time, Liz. Well, that's okay. The boss won't go mad on you, will they? So I have nothing really planned. I'm going to play with the jar of flowers. So at the moment, it's very hard with the light, but at the moment, I'm in the middle of designing my first online class that will go live on the 2nd of June. And this is the stamp set that I'm going to be using. So I thought, you know what, while I have a little bit of a play around with it and get my inspiration, I thought I will jump on and do a live video with you all. So in case you're jumping on, it's the first time that you've caught me. My name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator in the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. We sell everything that is to do with your crafting. So be it card making, scrapbooking, we sell all craft products. We sell stamps, inks, designer series paper, dies, tools, absolutely everything, embellishments, ribbons, absolutely everything you need for your little crafty habit. So, and we have some awesome specials at the moment. We have our last chance products at the moment. So they are products that will be retiring on the 2nd of June, and they are while stocks last. So if you're looking at getting a bargain, now is the time to purchase. Now is also the time that if you were thinking you were on the fence about joining Stampin' Up, you can actually add some of those last chance products in your starter kit, but you can also add some of these brand new products. So if you fall in love with this tonight and you simply cannot wait until the 3rd of June for our catalog to go live, then you can pop it into your starter kit. Hey, Jan, how you going? Pam, Karen. Oh, there's lots of you on tonight. Sue, Kathleen, Chloe, Jenny, how are you all? Welcome everybody. Margaret, how you going? Annette, welcome. All right, so please share this video. So you never know who on your friends list might want to craft along with us. And during these social isolation times, this is what's keeping us sane, is our crafting. Hey Kylie, how you going? How's that hair color going, Kylie? I hope it's working well for you. Hey Haley, Karen. So as I said, if this is the first time you've seen me or caught me live, please feel free to not stalk in the background. Say hello. Let me know that you're there. Tell me where you're watching from. Hey, Jane, how you going? Tell me where you're watching from, because I love interacting with people. So don't be scared. Write in the comments, people, and chat with me. So let's get down to our desk and let's see what we have here. So now I have my phone here so I can see comments beside me. So as you can see up the top here, this is my May host code. So at the moment, during the month of May, if your order is below $250, then if you use that host code, that allows me to have things that I can give away to people. And also, if your order is above $100, can you see all orders over $100, you will get my 4-card kit. So this is my 4-card kit. This is using the Positive Thoughts stamp set. So I give this to you free of charge if you place an order with me online during the month of May for over $100 and you use my host code. So this one is one card. This one is another card. this one is another one, and this one is the fourth one. So these are cards that are designed by Rosewater and myself. These two I designed, these two Rose designed. Okay, so I will actually, I've got the kits ready to go. So if you wanted to place an order with me online during this month using my host code of $100 or more, then I will pop this kit in the post at the end of the month. You will need the Positive Thought stamp set and your own inks to be able to complete this class. All right, so let's get to crafting. Now, I love this jar of flowers. It's super, super cute. It has these gorgeous little, hey Audrey, how you going? Hey Susan, hey Pammy, hey Kim, how you going? Thanks for joining. So it has these lovely little shaker card components to it. I'm not actually going to use that tonight, but I will do a video. I'm just going to do a basic card tonight because I just wanted to have a bit of a play around with this stamp set, get a bit of a feel to it so that I can work out some great designs for my online class. So as I said, this will be my first online class going live on the 2nd of June. Now, I just want to tell you these products are selling out very, very quickly, even for us as demonstrators to buy them. So the consensus is they are going to be very, very popular bundles. So if you want to get them and you want to get my online class, I suggest on the 2nd of June to jump on, check it out, and order your online class with me. So how our online classes work, I have teamed up with Rose Ward in New York, the US. So we design stamps, we design online classes every month. Now I'm using the jar of flowers this month. She is going to be using the sunflower one. So there will be 2 classes available. So Rose will do the video for the sunflower one. I will do the video and the designing for the jar of flowers. Now, if you live in the US, you can purchase from Rose Ward, who is stampersdelight.com. You can purchase my class from Rose. You purchase the products from Rose. Rose will cut the card kit and send it out to you, and vice versa. If you love Rose's sunflower one, you can purchase that one. If you live in Australia, you can purchase that one from me. So anyway, let's get to crafting because that's what we're here for, isn't it? So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go from the beginning. Sorry, I had to go and grab some paper. I'm going to go from the beginning. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. But we will see the design and the thought process of what I go through, and you'll start to understand the issues that we have as demonstrators doing that design process. But you know, you can help me. You can give me ideas and you can help me. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 3 1/2 at the moment. I may cut this down. I'm not real sure. But I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to start with the stamping process of what we're going to color. Now, you all know that when we use photopolymer stamps, we need to use our pierce mat or a mouse mat or something with a little bit of cushioning to make sure that, sorry, I'm going to pop my phone up here again so I can see the comments, to make sure that we get a good stamped image. I'm just going to have to sit it there. To make sure that we get a good stamped image. Now, the reason behind that, our photopolymer stamps they're not like our red rubber ones. They don't have that foam backing in behind. Now, this is actually a reversible stamp. So this is similar to the Cup of Christmas or Cup of Cheer, I think it was, that we had, the Mountain stamp set that we have. It's actually a reversible stamp. So we can actually flip it over and get a solid image if we want to. No help from Theo tonight. No, Theo is happily inside. People are eating dinner. So when people are eating dinner, Theo is normally hovering around the table. Now, if you're around the base of the table, around your chair. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ink up this cute little mason jar, and I'm going to stamp it just down here at the bottom. Now, you all know that I don't like to stamp my images that I'm going to color. Hey, Debbie, how are you? So Oops, and that one was really bad. But you know what? We have two sides. That's because I'm too busy looking at the comments. We have two sides of cardstock that we can use. So let's start that and try that again. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that down towards the bottom here, like that. Now I use my basic gray because I actually don't like stamping in Memento Black to color. And the reason behind that is I like the basic gray because it gives me a lighter color. Hey, Tanya, thanks for joining. It gives me a lighter color to be able to color in. All right, so I'm going to do that one. I'm then going to take the gorgeous sunflowers. Do we want to use sunflowers? What flowers do we want to use? There's sunflowers, there's roses, there is, tulips. Do we want to use tulips? Or do we want to use, that just looks like wildflowers. Tell me what you want. Do I ever have a moment, Donna, when you just can't get motivated and just sit and look at things and then just walk away? Yes, Glenda, because that is actually what I did today. So now I'm back here having a second go, trying to work out what I want to do. I think I'm going to use the sunflowers because I actually really, really like the sunflowers. So I think I'm going to use them. So I'm going to ink them up. And because we've got photopolymer, you used to use chocolate chip ink for the same reason, Pammy. Yes, yes. Oh, Betty's saying the tulip. We've got sunflowers. We've got two for tulips and two for sunflowers. And now my daughter's using the vacuum cleaner inside, I can hear. I know sunflowers have been used. Will we use tulips? There's a few for tulips. You know what? I'm going to stamp one as the sunflowers and I'm going to do the other one as the tulips, and we'll make our decision of what we want to do. We'll color both and we'll make a decision of what we're going to use. How's that sound? I'll do a second one. So that's our sunflowers. Look how beautiful that stamps. Isn't that just stunning? Absolutely stunning. And I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper in behind here. Do I have a scrap piece? Let me grab a scrap piece from over here. Because I want to use this, this little lined piece because I want to make it look a little bit like it's going to be sitting on a table. And I actually want to do it that it's, okay, I'm going to do this one all the way across. The next one I'm actually going to stamp a little bit different and we'll make our decision. We might make two cards here tonight, Lord knows. So I want it that it's sitting like it's on a table. And I'm going to grab another piece of white cardstock. And I'm going to do the other one, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. I have a bit of an idea. Okay, so we've got 5 1/4 that way. We'll do 3 1/2 this way. Okay. And we'll stamp a second one. And we'll work out what we're going to do. So this second one, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to stamp it over to the side. Just like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my mason jar again. And I'm going to sit it just on top there like that. And you'll see the reasoning behind here in a minute. All right. And we'll do the tulips. Seeing we had people that wanted the tulips. Let's do the tulips as well. So please feel free, if you've jumped on, to share my video onto your Facebook so that other friends can get and craft with us tonight too. Okay, so there we have. And this one actually is going to work well for this. Look at that, because it's gorgeous. It's actually quite thin, where this one is a larger one. Aren't these just stunning? So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stamp in some stalks down here. So this is coming from our, oops, no, it is that way. This is coming from our flowers up the top here. So we're going to, I need to bring this down. Sorry, I need to bring it down here so I can get my head in here. So I can line that up. I probably am not going to line that up very well because I can't get my head right over. But it then gives us the stalks of the flowers. I didn't line it up very well. It needs to go up a little bit further. So hopefully on this one, we're going to do this one a little bit better. Ink it up and bring it right down so I can actually see what I'm doing. And stamp those stalks in there. Just like that. So that one's a lot better. So you can see I've stamped the stalks in. Jenny says she likes them both. I know, Jenny. I know. Okay, so I'm going to take some Seaside Spray. Now this, we've got a half size one of these mason jars. I'm actually going to stamp this off. I've got this flipped over the other way. So I've got the smooth side that is up. So this is how I'm going to color my water in the mason jar. So I'm going to stamp it off. I'm going to ink that up a bit better. Ink it up a bit better. Stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp down in here. So that's stamped off once so that I get a lighter color. Can you see that now? I don't know whether you can see that, but when I bring it up here, you can see. Just gives that hint of the water being in there. So we'll do that on both of them. So that's why these stamps are reversible. Now you could do it that you could fill the whole jar up with water. Liz is saying, I didn't buy this, but I think I have to order it this week. I know, I'm telling you, it is absolutely stunning. All right, so I'm actually going to color these, and I'm going to use a combination of my blends. So I'm going to use, let me see, is that Seaside Spray, dark Seaside Spray, and light Seaside Spray. I'm going to use light and dark Night of Navy. What color do we want to do the tulips, do you think? Let's do yellow tulips. Do you think we should do, what color for the tulips, everyone? Tell me what color you think I should do the tulips. I'm going to do this with light and dark Seaside Spray. So I'm using my blends, and I'm going to color with the light Seaside Spray first. I'll do it with the brush end. So I'm going to lay some color down with the light Seaside Spray. I know you're going to say, they're daisies. What are you doing? I mean, sunflowers. What are you doing coloring them in blue? But you know what? This is crafting, and you can do whatever you want when it comes to crafting. My attitude is whatever goes, whatever color you want to do flowers, it's our creativeness coming out in us. Just because it says that they're supposed to be yellow because they're sunflowers doesn't mean we have to do yellow. So now I'm just going to go back through with some dark. I actually think I'm going to use maybe my light Night of Navy, because I want to get a bit of, I want to get a bit of color happening down through here. So what I'm actually doing is just going over where the stamp has given us some lines. I'm just going to add a little bit of my light Night of Navy in here. Okay. And then I'm going to go back over a little bit with the dark. So I'm going to blend that with the dark Seaside Spray. And then where I've blended, I'm then going to blend again with my light Seaside Spray. Okay, and then light Seaside Spray. And I do apologize for the squeakiness of these blends using the bullet tip, but I'm more in control when I use the bullet tip. Who agrees? Who likes using the bullet tip more than the brush tip on their blends? Okay, but you can see that's giving us some great coloring. Hey, Julianne, how are you going? Kathy's going, go yellow. No, I don't want to. I want to do something different. Okay, so I'm going to use, what have I got here? My dark smoky slate for the center of the flower and for some spots around. And then I'm going to use my light smoky slate to cover that in. So that's looking pretty nice. You're all going, but flowers aren't blue, but that's okay. All right, let's go in here again with our Seaside spray. How relaxing is it coloring with our blends? You never knew I was on tonight, Rhonda? That's okay. I've only just started. It's all good. And I didn't really tell anyone I was going to go on. I was just sitting there and I was feeling a little bit creative. And I thought, I'm going to jump on and do a live video. What do you think? So that's what I did. Okay, so light Night of Navy in through here. Just to get a bit of color on there. Back through with our dark Seaside spray to blend that Night of Navy in. And then back through with the light Seaside spray to blend it right out. So Rhonda, are you going to get in your craft room and get out this stamp set and start crafting along with me? I'm sure by the time I've finished my colouring in, you could have it out and be caught up to me. Twice today. I know, Glenda. I know. Am I getting a little bit excited? I just, honestly, these new colours are just beautiful. Oh, sorry, new stamp sets and new products are just so nice that I can't stop playing with them. So I figure I may as well play with them with everybody and you can see what awesome products we have coming. Okay. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this one a little bit darker. Let's try that. Oh, no, I might do this one darker. So this one here, I'm going to do dark Night of Navy in the center. Like that. I'm then going to use the light Night of Navy a little bit further out. And then Seaside spray over the top. Need some dark just in there. Okay, so I think I want to do that one there, definitely in the dark charcoal grey. I really don't even know what that is, but anyway, and we'll do these in dark. I'm getting there. I've gone quiet. You've packed up your craft room. You just have left out a few things. Does that mean that the moving is happening soon? Please tell me you've sold the place down in Sydney and you're on your way to Bar. You need to come and see us. Okay. So once again, that one there. See, look, Ruth's even saying, when are you coming? She's coming soon, Ruth. They've bought a house in Bar. They've just got to sell the house down there. Okay, that one. I'm telling you, this in real life is looking really, really nice. Wrong end. My phone's saying low battery, which is going to mean I'm not going to see you. Oh, no, I can plug it in. Duh. I'm sitting right here where the power cord is. Better plug the phone in so I can see the comments. Not sold. Oh, that's right. Yes, you did say you were visiting the long weekend. I do recall you saying that. I remember you saying that to me. Get that out of the way. Okay, so I'm just going to, these pieces I think I'm just going to do in the light smoky slate just to add a bit of colour. Do you like me coming on at this time at night? I might be able to do a bit more of this now that I've worked out how to get the speed of the internet up. Okay, so then I'm going to, with the mason jar here, I'm going to do a couple of darker bits, and I think I'll do that bottom part. See, this is in the dark smoky slate. And then I'll go through with the light smoky slate and colour that in. That's looking quite cute. All right. I'm thinking I'm going to do the stems in light smoky slate. Are you all cringing? Are you all going, what in the world is she doing colouring those things that colour? Be honest with me. I know you're all thinking it. Got to try and work out. Oh, I've got a fly that's just decided to visit me. There we have one. Can you see it? It's looking really, really pretty. All right, so now what are we going to do this one? What color are we going to do the tulips? Have we decided on the color of the tulips? You always cringe when I'm on air, not knowing exactly what I'm going to do. I know. And you know what? I'm now going to, I'll do that later. I was going to say I need to add some Wink of Stella, but I'll do it later. I better close that ink pad. You have no doubt it will turn out all right, Kathleen. I'm so glad that you think that. It looks pretty. I'm telling you. Just saying. It looks pretty. All right. So tulips. Now, tulips are normally white. That's the issue. Do we have coloured tulips? What colour do you think we can do them? Highland heather. We could do that. Red and yellow, says Glenda. We could do that. What other colours do you think for tulips? So have you seen red and yellow tulips? I haven't even Googled what colour tulips are. I had tulips in my... Actually, do you know what? I got tulips for my birthday, and they were a really pale lemon with some spots. So let's see if we can do... No, that's not the colour I want. Sorry, excuse me. I'm like getting up here into my blends. I want So Saffron. That says light So Saffron and light So Saffron. We need a dark So Saffron. There. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a light So Saffron. I've got all those colours now down that I don't need. But anyway. All right. So I'm going to do light So Saffron. here for my tulip and here. Because I got some, I only just actually popped the remnants of them into the bin only on the weekend. And they were gorgeous. They were like a pale lemon color and they had like a fawny brownie type of spot in them. They were gorgeous. My eldest daughter, Jade, bought them for me for Mother's Day. So they lasted a week. That's the problem with tulips. They're nice, but they don't last very long, do they? Hello, Matthew. Matthew has joined us. How was your day, Matthew? Okay, I might do those little flowers some other color. Got some little flowers there. They're looking quite nice in the So Saffron. What do you think? Hey, Kerry, how are you? Thank you for joining. All right, I'm going to do a bit deeper color down in the bottom. I don't think it's going to show very much, which it's not, but we'll do it anyway, just to get a bit of shading happening. They're looking very pretty. Okay. So I'm thinking I could probably do, let's look at light crumb cake. What do you think? Light crumb cake in there. Ooh, that's looking nice. And do we want to pop some, just some random spots every now and then? Because this is what they looked like. I'm telling you, they looked really pretty. Okay, now, what color do we want to do the rest of it? Do we want to do that? I'm thinking because it's warm, maybe we might go for the grey granite. What do you think? A warmer grey. Is that grey granite? Light grey granite, dark grey granite. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm thinking I'll go light grey granite. That's dark. Better go light. We're having a colouring lesson tonight. Oh, I missed a petal there. Look at that. There's a couple of petals in there that got missed. Got them. You think it's going to be on your wish list, Vicky? And Matthew said he likes it as well. It's pretty. It's gorgeous. So this is actually one of my optional classes in my retreat to go, and it will also be my first online class. So how my online classes work is you get the video tutorial. What color am I going to do the flowers? Do you think I need to do the flowers seaside spray? What do you think? These little tiny flowers. What color will I do the tiny flowers? While we're thinking about the tiny flowers, let's do the stems down here. Is dark going to be too dark? No, dark's good. We'll do the stems of the flowers. What color do you think I need to do these little tiny flowers? Type it into the comments. I'll have a look in a minute. See what the consensus is. So I'm just doing the stems now of the flowers. And seeing I didn't do them all the way up, I'm going to color them all the way up so that it looks like I did it. I stamped it right. Seaside spray, seaside spray. Okay. Yous have got me. Seaside spray it is. Okay. This is the light seaside spray. And I'm going to do in the centers a touch of the light Night of Navy. Then go back over them with my light seaside spray. Very pretty. Light seaside spray. This is a bit of a funny image to color because it sort of like disappears. Like it's a bit, you sort of have a hard time trying to work out exactly where the flowers are. But I'm sure I'll cope. I feel like I want to do those in the grey. Oh, and I haven't. I've done it in. I picked up the light crumb cake instead. Look at that. I was thinking, wow, that grey granite's very brownish looking. I picked up the crumb cake instead. So you know what? These are going to be crumb cake. That just made the choice for me. How funny is that? Picked up the wrong color. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so I think I want to do the mason jar. I'll do that in the grey granite. Now I've got to make sure I've got grey granite here. Dark grey granite, light grey granite. Okay, so I'm going to do the mason jar, the same as what I did. This is the dark, isn't it? Yep. So same as what I did the other one, but I'm doing it with the grey granite this time. Sorry, I'm probably off camera there. So see how I'm shading on the outsides and just on that bottom part? So then when I go over with the light, it gives me a lighter look in the center. You can also, what makes it look even better, go through with your color lifter and just add a little bit of color lifter in that middle part. And that just then adds to it being a bit more lighter in that middle section. Can you see that the color lifter is now lifting that color out a little bit and making it look like a bit like the shadows, the light is shining right on that lid there and giving a lighter effect. All right, now they look pretty nice, but in saying that, I want these two cards to look pretty different. So of course I want to do Wink of Stella. So I'm going to color in the centers of my flowers with Wink of Stella. And I'm also just going to pop a little bit out on those petals. Because of course we always need to use Wink of Stella. Honestly, I think I've gone through nearly a whole Wink of Stella just in the last 2 days. I've been having a lovely time with my Wink of Stella. Okay. And a little bit in that one too. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure that that's clean before I go on to these gorgeous tulips. So I'm just flicking a little bit up through those tulips. I'm not actually coloring the whole lot of the tulips. I'm just flicking a little bit up out of the bottom into the centers. Okay. That's looking pretty special. Can you see that in the light? I don't know whether you can see it in the light tonight. It's a bit hard to see, but look at that shimmer and shine. Beautiful. Vicky says she loves the Wink of Stella. Don't we all? All right, so we've got those two bits done. Now it's a case of putting it together. So I think what I'm going to do is to tie this in, I'm going to do a So Saffron base. So bear with me while I go and get, please tell me I have some So Saffron here. Yep. So saffron base, and I'm thinking a seaside spray base. Seaside sprays out. I think on my desk here. Yeah. Oh, that could give me a seaside spray base. Who's crafting along tonight too? Who out there's crafting at the moment? All right, so I'm going to close that ink pad up before I get anything in that. Pop them out of the way. All right, so 5 3/4 by 8 inches. And I'm thinking that I might tie a little bit of the grey granite in on this one. Pammy, what are you making? You hope we always have Wink of Stella. I think we will, Glenda. I think it's a staple, isn't it, in our craft room? Isn't it a staple supply? Surely they would not get rid of one of the best things since sliced bread, because I'm telling you, I don't know what I would do without my Wink of Stella. And even Glenda was saying that today too. She doesn't know what she would do without it. Actually, no, it wasn't Glenda. It was Lynn I was talking to today was saying that to me. I need to stick that down. Anyway, so we've got that. Now, this one here, I want to cut this one down because I don't want it to be the same size as the other. So I want to cut it down. I still want to have it looking like it's coming off from the side. So I like that. This one I'm going to leave exactly like it is. And I think I might grab some Night of Navy, maybe. Let me see if this piece will do it for me. So that one was 5 1/4. Let's see if we've got... Ooh, it's exactly... Okay, so I'm doing it 1/8 bigger than my Whisper White layer. Let me see. Beautiful. So good. And then I want some grey granite. Let's leave these here so you can admire this beautiful colouring while I go and find my grey granite over here. Will this layer be big enough? Am I lucky enough that this layer will do it? I'm using up my scraps here. I think it will. Let me see. 5 1/4. So we need to go... Oh, actually... It's smaller than, I'm going to do it like that. I've got an idea. I'm going to do it like that. And I'm going to do 3 1/2 like that. I have an idea. Okay. Like that. So we've got that and that. All right, let's get this happening. So my card base I've done at 5 3/4 by 8 inches. And when I fold it over, I get 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. This one here is 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. And this one here is 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so I'm actually going to glue that on with some Tombow. Hi Jackie, how you going? Thank you for joining. Okay, so I'm going to do that and that. That's looking very pretty. All right. I think I have something in mind of what I'm going to pop on this. Okay. I feel like we need a bit of ribbon. I feel, well, not a bit of ribbon. I'm thinking, where did I put it today? Oh no, I cleaned up my desk. Where did I put it? right here beside me. I'm going to use some white baker's twine because, of course, this is leaving us. And so we have to celebrate it a little bit. So I think what I want to do is I want to wrap some white baker's twine around that middle section. You're hopeless at coming up with ideas. Well, Vicky, I'm sitting here at the moment and I am just winging this. I had no idea. All I thought was I'm going to colour some of those mason jars with flowers. That's all I thought. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to stick another bit of double-sided tape over that. Jenny says, I ordered 4 nighties 10 days ago for surgery and they haven't arrived yet. I know the postage system is not too good. Although I must admit, I was lucky. My pre-order came really, really quickly. So I am one of the lucky ones. It always upsets me that you can see demos from overseas and they order days after us and they still get their order before us. And it's like, how do we not get it? Okay, so I'm going to pop that up onto dimensionals because we always love dimension on our cards. Like so. How many dimensionals do I want on this card? Oh dear, there's no limit. We can just buy another pack. 13 more days and it's going to happen, Jenny. I hope it all goes so well for you. Okay, so we're taking off those backings. Like so. Now we're going to turn that over and pop that on the front of the card. Okay, so we've got that. It's looking quite good. I then want to do a double bow. And fingers crossed that my bow works. Okay, so I'm going to tie a cute bow. Like so. That's looking really cute. I don't know what it is about white baker's twine. I've hardly ever used it. And now that it's going away, I love it. Who else is the same? Who else has only just got into using the white white baker's twine and now it's going away? It's leaving us. So I'm just going to pop that on a glue dot in the middle there like that. So that's super cute. I know. I think Bruno would be proud of me, wouldn't he, using all those dimensionals? I know. And, you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? I'm going to use, I think we have, yes, I do. I was thinking, I'm sure I've got the faceted dots that are in Seaside Spray. So I'm going to pop a few of those on. I haven't got a sentiment on this, but, you know, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know whether I really want to pop a sentiment on it or not. I'm feeling like I don't really want to. I'm feeling like I could leave it just as is and make a decision of what I want to do later on. And I feel like I just want to pop a couple of those. Oh, oh, one there, and maybe another one just down there. And of course, It's not going to be a card unless I spritz it. It's not going to be one of my cards unless I do my spritzing. Actually, do you know, I'm going to do spritzing of, are you ready for it? Are you going to be scared? I think I'm going to spritz with Night of Navy. Are you ready for this? I feel like I just want some spritz around the place. Not a lot. Okay. I love just a slight spritzing of that color just to take that white stark look off it. I probably could spritz with Wink of Stella as well, but I've been doing Wink of Stella quite often, so maybe just a change up of spritzing. Now that spritzing technique is really, really easy and it's something super, super fun to do. Now I've got to work out which one is my card base. This one's my card base. Okay, so there's one card done. I will do something for the inside. I do know what I'm going to do for the inside. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to take some Whisper White layers that I have sitting behind me that I've prepped for card kits. Okay, so this is looking lovely. And I like that. But I want this to have a little bit of texture. So I wonder whether I have them just here. Where are they? This one. So I'm going to use this embossing folder. It is the one that goes with the Tasteful Touches. I think it's called Tasteful Touches. Bear with me while I find my Big Shot machine and my plates. Here's my Big Shot machine. Lord knows where the plates are. Hang on and I see if I can find the plates. That one. Okay. Can you hear my slippers? Was given some Ugg boots for Ugg boot slippers for Mother's Day from my youngest daughter. And I've had them on all day today because it's been awfully chilly. All right, so I'm going to pop that into that embossing folder. I'm going to put it on a little bit of an angle. I've got the fold going through first. That's so that we don't break our embossing folder. Bear with me, my table will shake while I do this. What are we saying 10 times, Jenny? What are we saying 10 times fast? Tasteful Touches embossing folder. Is that what we're saying 10 times fast? Okay. Now look at that. Straight away, look at the texture that we're going to get in behind there. I feel like I want to do a Seaside Spray layer in behind that again as well. So let's grab the Seaside Spray. Grab a piece of that. So the other one was 5 1/4. We might do this one. We'll see what 5 1/2 by 3 3/4 looks. If it's too much of a border, I'll cut it back down again. Yes, Pammy, it is very similar to the Subtles embossing folder. Very similar. Now, isn't that looking better? Look at those colors together. Isn't that just so pretty, those colors? Like, aren't they just stunning together? I must say. Tasteful, whatever it was, says Jenny. All right, so that's looking quite good. I like that border. I think that border is quite good. I'll pop some Tombow on the back of that one. Now, you know, Pammy, we were talking about lack of inspiration, and I had a lack of inspiration today. I just ended up vegging out for the afternoon, and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I designed one card. Well, actually, I didn't even design one card. And I feel like 2 of these cards I could have done as my online class, but I can't because our online classes are exclusive. So I'm going to have to think of something else. But it's definitely getting my my inspiration happening. That looks really, really cute. All right. So I think I'm going to pop that one up. Here comes the dimensionals again, everyone. And I'm probably going to be really bad here again, but it's a long strip of cardstock and I don't want it flopping or sagging in the middle. There, there, and there. And you know, my attitude is I'll just buy another pack. It's okay. I don't skimp on my dimensionals. It's totally okay. And I use all around the outside edges. So, I mean, some people throw those away and I think, why? Because there's so much left on the outside. Who out there, okay, righto, be honest. Who out there throws the outside edges of their dimensionals away? Let me know. Who out there actually does throw them away? So that there like that. Looks good. And I'll pop up that layer as well. Wow, I'm going through, I'll probably go through a whole sheet of dimensionals here. I'm just kidding. Okay, there and there. Never, not me. Well done. No way. Well done. I am so proud of you all. It is such a waste to throw them away. Yes and plus. What does that mean, Vicky? What does yes and plus mean? Exactly. There'd be another card worth. Listen to Liz. There could be another card's worth left in the outside edges. Not me. No way. I'm too stingy. Never. Well done. I'm so proud of you all. That is awesome. Okay, they're like that. All right. I'm going to pop some of those on there again because I think that looked really cute, that. So we might do. Now, the next question is where? Where am I going to put them? Hey, Fiona, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to randomly place a couple just in around here. And once again, I don't want to put a sentiment on. This hasn't got any sentiments with it anyway. So now we've just got to do something for the inserts of both of them. So I'm going to rob some inserts from over here that I've already cut. Oh, okay, Vicky. I thought you were talking about the dimensionals, whether you threw the dimensionals away, and I'm like, pardon? I couldn't quite understand it. I was like, that's not making sense to me. All right, so what I think I might do is I might bring in my scrap piece of paper again. Where did I put that? Scrap piece of paper, where did you go? I have no idea, but yep, this is it. Okay. You use every last scrap, Joanne? I know. I agree. I know. All right, so I'm just going to, for this one, I'm just going to ink up, where's my stamp ink pad there? Just going to ink up this sunflower stamp again, and I'm just going to stamp it down in the corner. So we can stamp off here. and just stamp that like that. And then I don't actually think I'm going to color that. I think that's going to look all right, even just like that. Actually, I know what I could do. I'm going to show you something because I have something here. I have some ink that I have used here. I'm going to cheat. Are you ready for this? I'm going to use my Wink of Stella. So this is Seaside Spray over here, and this is, I think it's Night of Navy. I'm thinking, but this is Seaside Spray. So I'm going to use some Seaside Spray and my Wink of Stella. Are you watching, everyone? Look at this, and a bit of ink. This is such an easy, quick way of coloring. So you load up the color right in near the flower and then come out towards the end of the petals with what's left in your Wink of Stella. Now you may say, but aren't you going to ruin your Wink of Stella? No, I'm not going to ruin it, because all you do is just clean the brush up part of it when you're finished and it will be okay. And you will see here, see how it starts to go clear again? So, all you need to do is just run it out on a piece of paper. But see, this is a quick, easy way of coloring that flower. And I have no idea what's happening there, but I'm just gonna go with it. I have no idea where the petals all went there in that, but how quick is this? Just remember when you're doing this to work quickly, because if you do the dark bit and then you don't go back quick enough, you can't tend to blend it very much. So you just make sure you do the dark bit and then blend out to the outside. Wink of Stella comes in handy for absolutely anything. All right, so, and then I just do that and we're back to clear again. All right, so I'm going to go in the center of the flower. I'm going to use my grey granite. Where's the other grey granite? That's light smoky slate. Is that grey granite? No, that's crumb cake. Don't get that mixed up. This one, light grey granite. Okay, we've got the right ones here. So we're going to do dark in the center and then a couple of dots. Dark in the center, a couple of dots. And we'll do all of that one. And then just the light. But how awesome are these colors? Hello, Lucinda Gray. I can see that you're watching me. How are you? All right. And just touch a little bit of grey on those bits. So that's really good for this card here. Oops, and I've just put that in my ink pad. Okay, so we're going to pop that one into the insert of that card. Hey, Rusty, how are you? Thank you for joining. How's things down Ballinaway? Okay, so I'm going to pop that on the insert of my card. So there we have, we've got the blue flowers on there, and then we've got another lot of blue flowers on the insert. So that's brought some of the front into the inside of the card. So now this one, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp with our grey granite. We're going to stamp some of those tulips. So I'm going to grab my scrap piece of paper again, and I'm going to stamp those tulips in the same way. So just like that, we will color with our saffron. Get some color into those flowers. Now, if you had a light colored card base and then you used our blends, it would bleed through to the back of your card. So we can't really use our blends if we're not putting an insert. It's okay because I'm doing this as an insert. So because I'm popping this in as an insert, I'm not going to see it bleed through because our alcohol blends will bleed through. But as I said, it's going to be hidden in behind. So we'll do that. We'll do our light. Yes, it is wet, isn't it, Rusty? I agree. It's been horrible, miserable weather. I think you've copped more of it down there. I know my husband works at Austinville, out the back of Austinville, and he said it was like wet and miserable all day, which ours wasn't really. It wasn't too bad. It was miserable and cold and overcast, but it actually wasn't wet. It rained a little bit. It rained later this afternoon, I think. But yeah, not good weather. But then we are coming into winter, so I suppose we've got to expect that. So we've got to expect a bit of cold, miserable weather. It's okay to be cold. It's just the rain makes it even worse. And my husband works out in it. So, yeah, gets a bit miserable for him. He had a shower and blow dried his hair and he said it's so nice to have dry hair for a change because his head's been wet all day. All right, so there we have that. And we're going to pop that onto the insert of this card. How are you going with your crafting, Rusty? What have you been up to? What have you been making? I know you said that you do a lot of mixed media. Is it mixed media that you're into? Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in there. And there we have our second card. So how was that for a crafting expedition tonight when you didn't expect me to be doing it? It's amazing what we can do when we just decide to jump on and craft. How's that? All right. So just hang on and I'll pop a few of these things away. Back there. And there we are. So how was that? A night crafting session with me. Never have I done a night live before, but there's always a time for a first. So I had 20-something people watching, so it's not too bad. You might get some of our Adelaide weather. It's been so sunny. Oh, I could wish, Vicky, but, you know, it is what it is. You take it as it comes. And, you know, I'm inside most of the day, so it's okay. So once again, any of the items that I have used here tonight can be purchased through my online store if you pop them into a starter kit. If you don't pop them, you can get them right now in a starter kit. If you want to wait, you're going to have to wait until the 3rd of June until our catalogue goes live to get your hands on these little babies. So if you are interested in joining my Wild Heart Crafters team, my team is all over Australia. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter how you want to join. You can join wholly and solely just to get the discount. $235 worth of product you can choose and pop it into your starter kit and only pay $169. And then you get to choose. You get to choose whatever you like for that $235 and it gets delivered to you freight free. And then from that time on, wherever you stay current, you enjoy a 20% discount, which is absolutely awesome. Plus you get to be a part of my wonderful Wild Heart Crafters team, which there's quite a few of my team on here tonight. And we have lots of inspiration in our team page. You get access to all of my online videos, my class videos, and all of my Stamps Club videos as well. So also, I did a video this morning over on YouTube. If you haven't checked that out, please go and check that out over on YouTube. You can find me by doing a search of Stamping with DonnaG over on YouTube. And I did a video this morning using the Timeless Tropical stamp set, and that is my Stamps Club for the month. So if you're interested in registering for my Stamps Club, it's $45 per month. You get the stamp set, you get a card kit to make 6 cards, and you get a video tutorial, all for $45 delivered to your door. So it doesn't matter where you live in Australia, you can actually participate in my Stamps Club as well. Now, all I ask is when you first join is that you join for 3 months minimum. You don't have to pay the first 3 months up front. You just pay by month, but to stay current in my Stamps Club for 3 months. And then after that, it's ongoing. Whenever you want to drop out of it. If you want to drop out, you can, but 3 months gives you a great taste of what it's like to be a part of my Stamps Club. So I hope you all have a wonderful night tonight. If you're watching this back on YouTube later on, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. If you haven't followed my business page and you've seen this on my business page, please go over and click following on the business page and like on my business page, and that way you get notified. Also, if you're watching in Facebook and if you look up where the comments are, it will say notifications up in that top right hand side where the comments all are. If you click notifications and say notify when goes live, you will get notified every time I go live on Facebook. So I want everybody to have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for joining me and spending part of your night with me while I craft. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're inspired to get into your craft room. So until next time that I decide to pop up, bye for now. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye.